They say that in every war, the very first thing that dies is the truth. Not because people love lies, but because fear travels faster than facts. And right now, fear is moving at the speed of light across Nigerian phones. A shocking claim exploded online. Bandits have shot down a US military combat drone in Kontagora, Niger State. Think about that for a moment. Bandits in the forest shooting down American military hardware. For many Nigerians, that headline did not just sound alarming. It sounded like the beginning of something far bigger and far more dangerous. If bandits can bring down US drones, then what exactly are we dealing with? Have these criminal groups evolved into something closer to an insurgent army? Are foreign powers already fighting secret wars in our skies? Before we go any further, please like this video right now and subscribe to the channel. This helps push truth ahead of fear and ensures more Nigerians get accurate information instead of panic-driven rumors. Now, let us slow down, let us breathe, and let us carefully walk through what really happened, because the truth, while less cinematic than the rumor, is just as disturbing in its own way. On Friday, January 2nd, 2026, something fell from the sky into the dense forests around Kontagora in Niger State. Locals saw wreckage, videos were recorded, photos were shared, and in a country already tense from weeks of security rumors, people filled in the gaps themselves. This forest is not just any forest. It sits inside Operation Fansan Yama Theatre, one of Nigeria's most sensitive counterinsurgency zones. It is rugged terrain, thick vegetation, hidden paths, and camps that armed groups know better than any outsider. It is a place where soldiers move cautiously, and where intelligence from the air is often the difference between success and disaster. So when an aircraft went down there, people did not assume an accident. They assumed the attack. Let me ask you directly, if you saw military wreckage in a forest controlled by bandits, what would you assume happened? Drop your honest answer in comments. Was your first thought technical fault or enemy fire? The loudest version of the story claimed this was a US military drone shot down by heavily armed bandits. That claim fed perfectly into recent events. Just days earlier, Nigerians were discussing alleged US airstrikes against ISIS-linked elements in Sokoto. Foreign intervention suddenly felt plausible. So when people saw a sophisticated drone wreckage, their minds jumped to the obvious conclusion: this must be American. But here is the hard fact. It was not a US drone. The Nigerian Air Force officially confirmed that the aircraft was a Nigerian-owned unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, on a routine counterinsurgency mission. It was not armed, it was not foreign. It was bought with Nigerian money, operated by Nigerian personnel, and deployed to protect Nigerian lives. Why then did people mistake it for an American drone? Simple. Many of Nigeria's UAVs, including models like the Wing Long 2, closely resemble US MQ-9 Reaper drones. To the untrained eye, they look almost identical. But here is the deeper issue. Why were Nigerians so quick to believe that foreign drones are more real than our own? Is it because we secretly doubt our own capacity? Is it a confidence problem? Or is it years of disappointment catching up with us? Tell me in the comments, why do you think Nigerians believe the US drone story so easily?
According to the Nigerian Air Force, the drone crashed due to a loss of communication link with its control station. In plain language, the drone stopped talking to its operators and came down. This explanation is not impossible. UAVs rely heavily on stable communication signals. Interference, equipment failure, or software malfunction can cause loss of control, especially in remote and hostile terrain. But let us be honest, for many Nigerians, that explanation feels unsatisfying. A multi-million-dollar military asset just lost signal and conveniently fell into one of the most dangerous forests in the country? No warning, no recovery before impact? This is where public skepticism kicks in. Do you believe the official explanation? Or does it feel too neat, too convenient? Share your thoughts in the comments. This conversation matters. While the military speaks of malfunction, the streets tell a different story. Bandits and their sympathizers are boasting. They claim the drone was shot down. They share images of wreckage like trophies. Now let us approach this logically. Bandits in Nigeria are no longer armed with just hunting rifles. Over the years, they have acquired general-purpose machine guns, heavy-caliber weapons, and even anti-aircraft guns from regional black markets. These weapons did not fall from the sky. They flowed in through weak borders and years of conflict in the Sahel. The big question is this: do they have the capability to hit a drone flying at roughly 15,000 feet? The military says no. Independent analysts are divided. While it is difficult, it is not entirely impossible, especially if the drone was flying lower than usual or hovering during surveillance. And here is the uncomfortable truth. Even if they did not shoot it down, the perception that they did is already a victory for them. Fear does not need facts to spread. This is not the first time Kontagora Forest has been linked to military losses. In the past, helicopters have come under fire in this region. Ground troops have faced ambushes. This area has slowly become a fortress for armed groups who understand the terrain better than anyone else. So whether the drone crashed or was shot down, the symbolism is devastating. It tells bandits, you are safe here. It tells soldiers, your eyes in the sky are not guaranteed. And it tells civilians, the state is still struggling to dominate this space. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If our drones cannot reliably watch these forests, how safe are the soldiers walking into them on foot? Leave your answer below. These drones are not cheap. We are talking about millions of dollars per unit. In an economy where the naira is gasping for air, losing one is like setting fire to a truckload of cash. But the financial loss is only part of the damage. Every drone that goes down reduces surveillance, it blinds operations, it increases the risk of ambush, it slows intelligence gathering, and ultimately it costs lives. Eyes in the sky are not a luxury, they are survival tools. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel right now if you believe Nigerian soldiers deserve the best protection possible. Your support helps keep these conversations alive.
This incident reveals something deeper than hardware failure or enemy action. It reveals a psychological war Nigerians are quietly losing. Why did the rumor feel believable? Because many Nigerians are already scared, because insecurity feels endless, because trust in institutions is fragile, because every new incident confirms a fear we already carry inside. The bandits know this. They weaponize perception. They do not need to shoot down 10 drones. One viral image is enough. So I ask you, which is more dangerous, losing a drone or losing public confidence? Tell me your answer in the comments. The Nigerian Air Force says recovery operations are ongoing. They confirm that no civilians were harmed, which in itself is a small miracle. Investigations are underway. Flight data recorders will be analyzed. But until transparent findings are released, speculation will continue, and speculation is fertile ground for fear. One thing is certain, the war in Niger State is far from over. Ignore the false US drone story, but do not ignore the warning this incident represents. If you found this analysis useful, please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications so you do not miss our next breakdown as more facts emerge. Stay alert, verify your news, and above all, keep our troops in your prayers.